ओके गाइस, तो हम मज़ीद पढ़ेंगे जो ब्यूरोक्रेसीज़ है, जो उसकी सैलिएंट फीचर थे उसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे। तो दूसरा है कंटिन्यूटी इंस्टेबिलिटी। ओके, कंटिन्यूटी इंस्टेबिलिटी का मतलब क्या है कि ये कंटिन्यूटी शो करेगा, स्टेबिलिटी शो करेगा उस वक्त जब कोई ट्रांजिशन होती है, मतलब कोई गवर्नमेंट अभी वो फंक्शन नहीं कर रही, उसकी जगह कोई इंटरम गवर्नमेंट आ रही है, वो एक अबूरी निज़ाम आया है। जिस तरह पाकिस्तान में होता है हमेशा कि जब डेमोक्रेसी वो सही तरीके से काम नहीं करती तो वो नेशनल असम्बली और ये जो है गवर्नमेंट वो डिज़ोल्व हो जाती है। इसकी जगह एक टेक्नोक्रेट की हुकूमत आती है। तो उस दौरान भी एक ट्रांजिशन होती है। उस वक्त क्या होता है कि जो ब्यूरोक्रेसी है वो अपनी स्किल्स, जो ट्रेनिंग है, जो नॉलेज है, जो कैपेसिटी है, उसको शो करने का उसको एक चांस मिल जाता है। अगर वो एक अच्छी तरीके से वो उस ट्रांजिशन पीरियड में, जो क्या होता है कि जब डेमोक्रेसी एक नए पब्लिक ओपिनियन की तरफ जाती है इलेक्शन के ज़रिए, तो उसमें कुछ टाइम होता है। 6 महीने के बाद वो एक नया सेटअप आता है। सॉरी, वो 6 महीने के लिए एक सेटअप आता है। तो उसमें क्या होता है कि एक ट्रांजिशन एक जन्म लेती है। So for that reasons, a transition system came into being. So technocrat governments came into form. So in that time, the civil service in the bureaucracy must provide stability in the government. So during a political transition of that time, ensuring that consistent in delivery of the service. They should not cut off those policies which are already were implemented by the previous government. After the collapse of the government, they should continue that policies like economic policy, economic planning policy of the government. So they must continue that policy. They should not abroad of just disconnect those policy of the previous government, but they should ensure that these policies are continue and working properly. So that will it mean that it will ensure the consistency in that the policy of the previous government. So if the government fail, if the government lost the power, if the government does not exist, and a technocrat, the civil service technocrat-based government has been formed, so they must continue that kind of the policy, those policy like other things which are already in the implementation condition by and left by this the previous government. So that should be the main um, focus on the professional apolitical bureaucracy. Okay, so another one is the feature of the selling feature of this apolitical and professional bureaucracies is uh, accountability to the law and the public interest. Okay, as a neutral, we know that bureaucracy they are neutral, but bureaucracy are accountable to the constitution, the supreme law of the land. They will not do anything according to against the constitution of the country, against or contrary to the constitution or the law, and against the citizen of the country. So, and their actions are subject to be audited and review and subject to accountability from the people and from this authority. So, check and balance in the form of accountability are present in order to ensure that they are accountable to law and they make themselves consider themselves accountable to law and public interest. Otherwise, they will face like departmental inquiry, investigations, and sometimes suspension, and also in the last termination or removal from the services. Under the Federal Service Tribunal, so the file will be case. The case will be filed against him, and he will be inquired. If the inquiry is proved against the civil servant, like some charges are proved, there will be punishment, and ultimately removal from the services will be occurred. So accountability to the law and the public interest are the another feature of the apolitical and professional bureaucracy if they want to work. Okay, right. So we will discuss another feature of this bureaucracy, apolitical and professional bureaucracy. The impartial implementation of the policy. What are the impartial implementation of policy? Bureaucracy and bureaucrats implement faithfully, without any doubts, without any question. They implement the government policies without personal and partial bias, okay, ensuring uniform treatment of all citizens, without any bias in the heart, without any political affiliation, without any personal political biases. They just follow faithfully, honestly, implement the policies according to law of the Constitution, of the law of the country, without any delay, without any uh, uh, delay of time. They just implement those policies on the right time, with the uniform treatment of all citizens. They should take care of all citizens are equal. They should not any preferential treatment to some citizen, and some citizen are ignored. But they should treat all the citizens of the country on the same foot, on the same pitch. So that will be the impartial implementation of the policy will be is another way, the professional quality, apolitical attitude of the bureaucracies. So okay guys, so another picture of this professional bureaucracy is resistant to political pressure. Okay, professional bureaucracy always resists under political interference, ensure that that decision are based on the evidence and established procedure. So all these decisions should be done and implemented by based on evidence, improved evidence and established procedure which are present in the government sector. Should be implemented, because these are the procedure for the administrative tasks to be done according to the Constitution of the law is already defined in the Constitution and the law of the Civil Service Act. So they should resist any political pressure, without carrying up their influence and their pressure. They should continue their duty in every decision they take in the public interest based on the evidence and established procedures. Otherwise, they will not be called professional bureaucracy. So that should be the main spirit to be a professional bureaucracy. Okay. Okay, guys. Another one, this feature is integrity in ethical conduct. Okay, what is integrity? What is ethical conduct? Okay, so higher standard of integrity, higher standard of the principles, okay, and professionalism, honesty, okay, are expected to maintain public trust and prevent corruption. In order to prevent this corruption and maintain public trust on the behalf of the civil service and the bureaucracy, they should carry out a higher standard of integrity. They should not compromise on their principles, which are a must for the professional and civil service, like character building, honesty, okay, zero tolerance for the corruption, zero tolerance for the dishonesty, embezzlement of the fund. So all these good qualities should be at the highest level. So then they can be. They should also have ethical conduct. They should treat the people gently, politely, with respect, and solve their problem. Just put their finger on their nerve, that what the people want and what their demands. So they should be resolved through by decision making process by the district administration or the police department of the district police officer, etc., and all the police stations, etc. So that will ensure, and this is the principle and the quality of the